teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read.
You ain't going nowhere.
Leo.
Jim. Show it up.
Hustle.
36.
Go out.
Watch quick.
Snap.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block anyone at the line of scrimmage. They can get up.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive. Pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Throwing after the interception. Moran over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, exit.
Mike 3. Switch up.
To throw on 2nd down. Moran. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Let's go now. 18 Raider.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 42.
Alpha. Hurry up. Go.
On 1st and 10, Moran being chased out left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
I got it.
Hey, zoom.
Yeah, Mike 3. Watch it.
Yep.
Watch the slap. Mike 3.
2nd and 6. That's complete to Arthego right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Okay, ready?
Mike 29. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Topper. Hey, Haywood. Fight.
From the gun on 3rd down. Moran. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready up.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking to throw on second down. Moran got him in. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Look at me, zipper.
Second and 11 at the 40-yard line.
To throw on second down. Moran nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
Got it.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
7.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Smith, and he's going to let it go deep. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey. Big grip.
They run with Jackson out of the gun.
Pick it up, man.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second. Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, set.
Mike 3. Combo. Push him back.
Go.
Nice. Switch.
Let go.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
2nd and 14. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
At 14-yard line. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. On 1st down, it's Jackson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. You told me before it's tough to identify how to block a 3-4 defense. There wasn't a whole lot of blocking there.
And one other thing an offensive line coach told me, if you want to run wide against a 3-4, which is difficult to do because of the speed of the outside linebackers, it's often difficult for your offensive linemen to hit targets in space and create lanes for your guys to run through.
Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Wahoo! I got you. Now.
To throw on 3rd down. Moran. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He lost 6 there on the first down play. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they were...
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The
Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Back to throw. Moran. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now here's something you don't see too often. They're 0 for 2 converting these in the opening quarter, but they're trying a 3rd time here on 4th down. On 4th down, Moran. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go, defense.
2nd and 5 now. Smith. Oh, he's going to let it go for the end zone. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Smith. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Jackson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Ready? 15-1.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Get your swerve on.
Smooth. Hit it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Moran, open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. 18 Gators.
Let's go, T. It's going to be a long day.
Hard.
Hey, switch gears. Alert 3. Alert 3. 6 guys.
Chase, Sam on. Ready.
On first down, it's Jackson, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Here we go.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 47-yard line.
Orbit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Moran. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw. Moran. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Chiefs' 39-yard line.
2nd and 11. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Christian Travis. Hey, Alpha. Get it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike 3. Combo.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. 0-0, Mike.
Yep.
Yeah. Mike 3. Watch the pass.
Let's go, defense.
From the gun, Moran. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the Start your week by installing your game plan. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. This will be taken very short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
They'll run on first down. Jackson. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Hey, Haywood!
Lucky!
Fight!
Throwing on third and long. Moran, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
On fourth down, Moran. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 29. Hey, I'm coming. 29 is the Mike.
Ready?
On fourth down, Moran. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Watch it slide.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Smith, buying time to his left. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Watch the curve.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And this one complete to Smith. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Vincent Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Raiders 0.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On first down, Jackson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Jackson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A 2-yard loss brings up third down.
Hey,
and 12.
high 7.
On third down, Moran. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's fourth.
A gain of 6 yards.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Protein spell, get it.
On fourth down, Moran. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
That's another Raiders first down.
We go set.
First and 10
Hey,
at the
Juice up.
42-yard line.
Check me out, check me out.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Hey, defense, let's go.
0-0, Mike free.
Hey, big grip.
Throwing on first down, Moran. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
To throw on second down, Moran. He's going to look deep down into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And an alley to run. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 95 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Delta.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Go now. 70, Indy.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist.
Watch the eye. Check 9, check 9.
Ready.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Check 37, check 37. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Hey, Charlie.
On 4th down, Moran. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. He is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Kill, kill.
Fair.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Watch the safety creep.
Check it back or check it back.
Yo, go. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Check the hot read.
On 3rd down, it's Jackson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Hey, wahoo! Get it!
On fourth down, Moran. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
Now the point after try for Santos. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It's Jackson, and he'll work his way forward up to the 22. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on fourth down? Back to throw. Moran. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Moran out. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Looking to throw. Moran. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Moran. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
Hey! Go! Go!
Mike 29. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
On fourth down, Moran. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick six there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
Santos with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half.
Raiders nothing. Cairo Santos set to kickoff.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up. Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
Ready, set.
Mike 29.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Shift.
Set, go.
On second down now, it's Jackson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, check.
The 29-yard line.
And an alley to run. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So back at the midfield stripe now, they'll come up 2nd and long.
Check.
Pushing his way through. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go play action here on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Crunch time, defense.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be taken short. Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. Moran. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half, and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing, but changed it up just a little bit where he thought something was open, and now with the change in defense, it no longer was.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And a cutback. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Next to score, Chiefs 42, Raiders nothing. Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be taken very short.
The Raiders take over.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Get it.
Toss play to Jackson. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over first and goal.
Come to my world. We want it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a third and goal here. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They snap it to Smith. Flush to his right. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
On second down, it's Jackson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
In the face.
Meanwhile, here, run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. Check. Watch 54. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, third and long.
Hey, here I come.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Guys, just out of time.
5.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Back to Mixon on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
60 outlaw.
Brings up second and 12.
Ready.
On second down now, it's Jackson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Watch twist.
Now Joe Mixon. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now. He pitches it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Looking to throw. Moran. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up any.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Raiders on third down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come back. Come on.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0,
oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Kansas City, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.